Hey everybody, it's a windy day here in South Dakota. That's not going to stop us from continuing the budget build series that we've been doing. Yes, I know the first thing you're going to comment on is it's another blonde motor. Does Brian Klock have a problem? He only collects blonde motors. That's the version that is the cast aluminum. It's a 2004 Road Glide. The other one was a 2000 FLH. Just so happened, I bought these bikes back to back in the middle of winter. Prices were down on them, and I thought, well, this is a great deal. I should get it, right? I think I maybe paid $3,600, $3,800 for this bike, and had, 70,000, 60,000 miles on it, I think, if I remember right. But it was this gray color. Had a few chips and dings, but I kind of liked the fact that this was an 04. And what was funny about this is they never brought anything onto the side cover. So at that time, people were making stickers to put on there and different things like that, just to try to dress them up a little bit. We decided to go with this bagger. We put one of our fenders on the front of it. It was a slicer fender because it had a stock 19-inch wheel on it, which was perfect. I thought we found some old set of rims. It was 19s. They were great. And then somewhere along the line, the budget thing kind of blew by me, and I put on these PM wheels that I had sitting around for a while for another bike. I think they were called the Domino. They don't even make these anymore. We put one of our flush mount axles in it. We got this engine guard bar from SBC, I believe it was. We were building this at the time with Todd Dozark, who used to work in our distribution center. He had a little sideline Cerakote business, so he Cerakoted all these pieces himself. I can't even remember whose turn signal this is, if it's Paul Yaffe or somebody makes this little turn signal that goes right on the fairing support bar. Put a little chrome cover over the oil cooler, chrome master cylinder cover. These thrashing boards, they used to only make them in just raw aluminum or black. I believe I had these raw aluminum ones for my 2020 Road Glide, and now they make chrome ones. So I went to chrome on the Tiki Glide. This guy got the hand-me-down. So there's always gonna be that trading of parts. You're gonna find people who have a little something you need. Saddleman stitched up the seat with red. Obviously it's a little faded now. We've had it out in the sun quite a bit. We put a Bassani exhaust on it, just a chrome 2-in-1 that came all the way back. We put our little, we make a latch insert. So you take out the reflector and you have this big hole here. In this case, we put this insert in here. That's something you could have somebody laser on or whatever you want to do. You could dress that up. We make them in chrome, make them in black. The rear fender is our Benchmark Series fender that's now been cut down to be the performance bagger fenders. We sell this fender and this lighted license plate frame. The fillers, top and bottom, detachable trunk, detachable luggage points. We put a set of Drag Specialty shocks on it again. I can't remember if these are Paul Yaffe's lights. I believe they are, but got a couple of lights in there. They provide the tail light and the turn signals. On this side, we went to we found this shift linkage, put that on there. Our dash kit for these bikes, the steel dash, comes with the switch, okay? So we took the power switch from up here, just like you would on a Softail, and now, the key's still in there, it's still Harley, everything works, right? And of course, the Ness 12-point gas caps is race fuel only on it. We used a set of older tall risers, Cerakoted those, put one of our aisle mount, center mount, phone mounts on it. So now your phone, can go here if you have a perch mount, or it can go right here. This one's ambidextrous. Clearly we use this as our demo display bikes. We have all three, isn't that cool, huh? And so any one of these phone mounts works. The gauge mount went where the radio was, because a lot of my guys ride with a Cardo headset unit and just listen to their phone. So we put the gauges from down here in the pod up into here. This piece is from My Machinist, and Justin does a great job, and that goes right in there. We sent the gauges out. I can't remember the name of the company, and they made it look kind of like a carbon fiber look for those gauges. Other than that, touched up the chips and the paint. this thing's back in service, right? We did take the motor apart and just took the cylinders off, put some new rings in it, added this Cobra air cleaner. It's great. Again, twin cams are like the 350 Chevy. There's tons of performance part, replacement parts, all kinds of things that you can get for these motors. This is really not an expensive build. I mean, like I said, Todd did all the Cerakoting. The most expensive thing on it was when we decided to go the extra mile and change the wheels. Then we got a gray fender painted, which we clearly have the fender, right? But this is something anybody can do, and it's totally easy to get. 2004 Road Glide. Don't be afraid of these. We've got windshields in all kinds of sizes for these. This one we went with the stock 8-inch, which is the original windshield I ever made for Road Glide was an 8-inch. So these are the same 98 all the way up to 2006 it was, right? Can't remember when they changed the body on these things, but anyway, this windshield works great. It even accepts our new hand guards. They're dark smoke to match. We've got some Kuryakyn trigger levers on there, factory bone stock Harley mirrors, right? We didn't want to spend a lot of money. It's not over the top, but this is a good looking bike, and every time we go to a show, people can relate to this motorcycle. That's the key. So get a budget bike, do a budget build. Got questions? Call me. Got questions? Comment below. Let us know how we can help.